Hi Leos, and welcome to this Beyond the Breakup series. This is a new series and you are here to find out information and clarification for what happened between you and your ex. So remember please that this is a timeless reading and it's part of an ongoing series. So you can arrive whenever you feel like it and whenever it's right for you. Please remember that there is no rush and nothing you need to do. Just listen and see what speaks to you. You will also find other series on this channel that you can use for a current relationship or for a past relationship. So I just finished also the Inside This Love series chapter 1. You can go and have a look at that as well if you wish. If you would like more context about this particular reading, please, it's quite important that you take 1 second and go and read the pinned comment. So you will understand on how to approach and how to view this reading. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to start now and let's see where the cards are going to lead us. We are going to start, Leos, now with the Osho Zen Tarot, and we're going to pull 3 cards and see what kind of attitude does your particular ex that you came to this reading for has towards you at the moment that you are listening to this reading. Okay, so let's have a look. We'll just pull the 3 cards from the top. So the first one is sorrow. Okay, now I am going to pull all 3 of them and then speak about them. And we've got harmony. And we have got Thunderbolt. Definitely here with this triad, we have got a person starting with the sorrow, harmony, and Thunderbolt. First of all, they are realizing the mistake they made. First thing, immediately. Off the bat, they understood that there was other ways of going about the relationship. And what I mean by that is, like in every relationship, in every situationship, in anything, dating scenes, we always need to come halfway so that things can work. I am strongly sensing here that your person is only now realizing that to create harmony within a relationship, within a connection, they should have been more flexible. This is exactly what I'm thinking. And all of this has come to them as a thunderbolt. So I don't know how long is that you have been away from this particular ex. It could be a very recent breakup or something that happened even last year or the year before. It doesn't really matter. But in this moment in time that you are listening to this reading, this person has come to the realization that they should have been more flexible. They shouldn't have been so stubborn. Okay, and here it came like a they were not expecting this realization. And also I'm sensing that another realization that they got at the same time would have been that how much harmony and how much how can I say, more than happiness, how much easier it was to be with you than to be without you. So I hope that I managed to explain in words without going too much into repetitions. Now I'm going to put this down a bit so you will be able to see better the cards. But now we are going to look at the main part of the reading. So let's go back and remind ourselves. This is Beyond the Breakup, month 1, and what they can't admit yet. So now we're going to answer the first question, that is, what truth are they refusing to admit to themselves? So let's have a look. What are they refusing to admit to themselves? Just bear with me. I only shuffle once and then I will pull from the deck. And here we've got the Hangman. Well, they are refusing, the truth that they're refusing to admit to themselves is that they never put themselves into your shoes. Maybe when there was an argument or disagreements, they were very much standing on their side. They never tried to understand your point of view. They never put themselves into your shoes. And this is something that they are actively suppressing. Yes, they understood all of those, there is sorrow and harmony and all of that that I said before. But at the same time, they don't want to go all the way in by saying, I should have understood from what reason my Leo was coming from, and why was she or he, depend if you are a male or a female listening, was acting or actually telling me that they were seeing things in this particular way. And I didn't agree, but I didn't agree with the blindfolds on. Okay, this is it. Now, what feelings are they actively suppressing about you? So these are the feelings that they are suppressing about you. And here we've got the Four of Cups. This keeps coming up, and I am sure that it came out 3 for sure of the previous reading. But here again, it's like as if there is a collective recognition of, oh my God, my ex was the one. Because this is exactly what I'm sensing. The suppression of the feeling here is that they are looking around and there is nobody that matches up to you, who would match up to a Leo anyway. So this is something that they don't want to admit to themselves. They are suppressing it because otherwise I am feeling that they would start really going deep into their own emotions, and it's something that I don't think they're ready to do or they don't want to do yet. Okay? Why do they feel unsafe acknowledging the truth? So this is another question about what we just spoke, the Eight of Swords, because otherwise they would not stop thinking about you constantly. I'm not saying that they are not doing it already. I strongly believe that they are. But if they admit to themselves that there is nobody like you, that there is nobody that can match up to you, that there is no one that is going to be better for them than you, this is going to really put everything in question in their life. Are they going to start thinking, well, if that is the case and there is no way back in this relationship, I'm not saying that I didn't see them yet, I'm just giving an example. What is my way out of this? Am I going to, maybe enter another relationship that is not going to be as fulfilling, that is not going to be as good for me, that is going to be only a wash of what my relationship with my Leo was, a weak copy of it? What fear keep them silent? Now, when I say keep them silent, you could still be in touch with this person, you could be still speaking, but them not explaining everything that we have seen up until now. Or, you might not be in contact with them anymore. So what fears keep them silent? Let's have a look. And here we've got the Death and Rebirth. What I'm sensing here is that they are trying very, very hard from their point of view to change. What I'm sensing here is a person that is very, if they allowed themselves to do what they wanted, they would ring you immediately, or you would find them outside your house right now. The fear that keeps them silent is that things have changed and that you wouldn't want them anymore anyway. This is another thing. They don't believe that you still have feelings for them, or at least they don't believe that you would forgive them. Okay? How does this unspoken truth affect their current life? And here we've got the Two of Swords, trying to find a solution. I told you that if it was for this person, they would be outside your door right now. So this unspoken truth affects their current life in a way that they cannot find a solution on how to maybe get in touch with you again, if that is the case, without having you exploding in the, in a in a great show of majestic anger. Um, or if you're still in touch, how to go about it and explain to you exactly what they still feel for you and what they realized about the situation. Okay? What would change if they finally admitted it? And here we've got the Seven of Swords. It would change that they would move away from that kind of wanting to run away from their responsibilities. Not only responsibilities, but running away from the fact of realizing that it not only takes two to tangle, but also you always have to put yourself in the other person's shoes as well to understand the dynamics of a relationship in full. You're not the only one in the relationship. The other person is there as well. The other person is an individual. The other person is their mind, their thoughts, their understanding. Now, this last question is for you, Leos. What does your soul needs to understand about their denial? And here we've got the Page of Cups. So what you've got to understand is that this person, first of all, is more immature than you at an emotional level for what relationship is concerned. Here we're seeing a page. Okay. Yes, this person still carries feelings for you. So they still love you. I have no doubts here. There is still feelings here. But what, you should understand about this, they're denying all of what they're feeling and they're staying silent and all of what we discussed before because they don't have the maturity. They don't have the maturity to really face it. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you feel like sharing what you felt during the reading and if it does resonate with your situation, please feel free to leave a comment below. So I'm going to leave the reading here, Leos. I would suggest for you to take a little time to sit with what came through and allow it to unfold in its own way. If you feel drawn to explore more, you will find more episodes from this series, in the future coming up, because this is only the month one, and as well as other series on the channel, as I explained before in the start. So whenever you're ready, you're more than welcome. And if this reading spoke to you and you like to stay connected, you're so welcome to like and subscribe. It will really help my work continue. So thank you so much for being here, Leo, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.